Check, check. Hey, mic's working. Okay. It's always the main camera. It's wild. I have to activate and deactivate it. I wonder why. It's like very specific. It is the cheaper one. But, so, internets. What's good? What's good? Should be a light work stream today. If you're watching this on YouTube, that means thank you. This one lives a little bit more forever, but we do simulcast. So I am on Twitch as my primary platform. I'm also on Kick, and I'm hoping to get the Facebook running again soon. But since the wonderful copyright overlords of YouTube like to continually screw me over for playing music, sorry for no background noise here today. I usually love playing some like jazz or fun music in the background, but unfortunately, it's just how it works out. Um, I gotta dodge those copyright claims. That's like the worst thing that can happen to me. But I do have restream bots, so if you're like chatting on YouTube, the Twitch people will see it. I'll relay what you're saying, but they will see it in chat. Unfortunately, some of the chat relays are a little wonky between some of the other platforms, hence why I say Twitch is the primary. But my name's Bailey. Let me take a bite. My name's Bailey. I operate a store called Grandma's Dead Stock. So I've got an eBay platform and a physical location that I rent. I buy and sell vintage and collectibles. As you can see, kind of like the spread here. My eBay store is my high ticket items, and my in-person location is stuff like this that's valuable. It's cool, but like these holographic Star Wars cards, I thought were bloody awesome, but they're realistically only worth actually like 15 bucks. But someone would buy this in person on a whim a lot quicker than going on eBay and looking up holographic Star Wars playing cards. That's not happening, right? So it's been a valuable asset to have this in-person location. And you can see in the other window down there, I got an inventory thing open. And fortunately, this place that I sell out of, they have a automated sticker system for pricing items. Oh my god, there was so much cat hair on that bowl. It's disgusting. Um, that was wild. This is why you don't get long hair cats. Um, so all I got to do is run through here today. I got one box of stuff. For me, that's a low amount. For one box of stuff for a baby, that means it's only like 30 items, maybe. So we're going to run through this. Shouldn't take me long at all. We're going to slowly price out the items. I'll probably actually just leave it on this screen so you're getting the sensory overload. Otherwise, when I'm doing like my primary eBay streams that you'll catch me on, I do have the different setups, so I'll just take you to the window here. I'll take you to the actual product here. So we got some movie magic going on, all right? This time, I think we'll leave it here unless we're looking at fancy details. If you've seen my eBay streams, you might have seen some of these items already. As I said, it's kind of the outlet. The physical store is my outlet for items that definitely have appeal, but aren't necessarily searchable, or otherwise, like say, we got the Curious Case of Benjamin Button right here, right? It's a movie that someone might buy on a whim, but it's a $10 DVD. If I bother, it's like been printed hundreds of times. If I bother posting it to my eBay store, it's just gonna sit there for fucking ever, right? It's just gonna sit there forever. No one's looking up on eBay a DVD copy of Benjamin Button, and if they are, they're a collector that wants a sealed version, right? So the shift of having this in-person location is fuego, because then this $10 item that otherwise I wouldn't be able to sell through my digital platforms, I'm able to put it in that stall. I let it sit for a while, and it's been a massive benefit in that way. I do sell quite a bit of DVDs and VHS. Definitely a little slower in the summer, surprisingly, but I guess it's because people are out doing normal, cool people things rather than like perusing for VHS tapes in a dingy market. But rambling aside, being a typical streamer, I gotta eat while I do this. I'm happy I got up for the grind, but I still gotta eat. I went damn near full gamer mode. I wouldn't particularly say I just rolled out of bed. I did all of my chores for the morning. Because I'm a big boy. I got fucking morning chores. I hate it. I hate it. I wish someone told me this is what adulthood is. It's just waking up early to fucking do the dishes. Otherwise, alright. So, some of these, I have enough instincts. I can price just off of knowing roughly how much the shit is worth. Otherwise, we're going to dive in to eBay. I usually use eBay as my pricing platform, but if I'm like hesitant about consistency, sales points, I'll check some other ones. Typically, Amazon is great for MSRP, but the type of products that I sell and the platforms that I sell on, selling it for MSRP is just kind of like foolish on my end, you know? But also healthy, boy. Yogurt and oatmeal. Get them digestive enzymes, as well as that protein and carbs. And there's way more nutrients. I get whole grain oats too. Way better for you than highly underestimated. Underrated. Fuck it. Alright. Now, it does get a little grosser after it sits a while. It becomes this like congealed mass, but I don't know if you've ever had protein powder. It's still better than that. So, what we do, slide over here, go, oh, this window. Yeah, we got everything set up. Let me just triple check my other platforms, make sure everything's working fine. It seems to be. Yep. Kick is fine. Again, I have no personal problems with Kick, but how everyone's saying they're view botting, that kind of is. As a nobody on Kick, there ain't no additional watchers. Like every now and then, every like 5 streams, I get one more follower on Kick. They don't promote nobodies, and that's what I would say is the fallacy in their marketing. Kick has done a great job trying to elude that it's the best one for new streamers. Nah, you need a consistent audience to start off with on Kick. But I digress. I'm not hating. You're hating. So, yeah, my pricing window open. Relatively simple. Fill in the description, put in the price. By the time I go in the shop, they'll have the stickers printed out. I literally just put the barcodes on the items, and it's 1, 2, in and out, easy peasy, bing bang, bong. I forgot the bong. You can't say bing bang without the bong. Pause. Jedi. Phantom Menace. These things are fucking cool. I opened them on my stream last time, so if you want to go back on my Twitch channel, you can actually check out the Star Wars holographic cards. They're great design too. Some of the best holos I've ever seen. I can't lie about that. I'm just about done double checking shit here. Yeah. So these Star Wars holographics here. These guys, as you can see, shift well. Only sold for like $20 on eBay though. So these guys I'm gonna put for I'm gonna chat text for sure. So we're gonna do Star Wars holo playing cards. Star Wars holo playing cards. We are going to price them. I want to go closer to $25, but I want to make it a little bit easier to purchase. So I would say let's look at like $23. We're going to go to like $23.49. I think that's a valid price point. So Star Wars holos, that's it. And then I throw it behind me. Box all that shit up when we're done here. I'll probably do it off stream. If not, I'll babble to you guys as I bang that out. Bite of oatmeal. Greedo. Greedo is another cool one. But the bottom fell out of the Funko market, right? For different reasons. They were literally accused of artificially inflating the market by destroying products. which is kind of crazy. It's Funko Pop. I can't believe they did that. But, so Greedo here is sadly, he's only worth like $10. I think I'll sell Greedo for $9. Let's sell Greedo. Star Wars Greedo. Bobble. We'll sell him for $8.99. That's fine with me. Get out of here, Greedo. Then we got Iron Man. Cool looking Iron Man. No maker's marks on him though. He looks like a rip-off. And he's definitely sun-faded. 2000 Marvel. So this is Iron Man. Iron Man pre-Disney Marvel. But he's also not going to be that pricey of a boy, right? So I think pre-Disney Iron Man. Pre-Disney Iron Man. Iron Man. We're not going to go expensive with him then. Fig. If Greedo was $9, we're going to make Iron Man. We'll make him $5.99. We'll make him one of the accessible purchase options. I think that's more than fair. And damn it, my cat. My cat watches the bird feeder all morning. And sometimes he jumps up at the window, like hoping he can get him. And I've been trying to catch it on video so desperately. And every time I'm there ready to record, he ain't doing it. This one, that was cool. Send it to someone that I'm dating. I really thought they might enjoy it. The Tao of Pooh is fucking cool, but here, you better look. Give you a little upsies at it. I mean, he was a pretty zen little bear. Oh bother. That's Winnie the Pooh, right? Tao of Pooh. It's a hilarious sentence too. Tao of Pooh. We'll make him $9.99. Someone can take this guy for $10. Get him out of here. Gravity, 3D. Let's do the other books first. Let's do. We got the Annotated Alice by Lewis Carroll. I thought this was Introduction and Notes by Martin Gardner. I thought this was like another. I thought this was like a follow-up book, like basically someone else's analysis of Alice in Wonderland. But it seems like it's actually written by Lewis Carroll, so it could be worth a bit more. If I really wanted to gouge, I could, but we're just gonna make him $11.99. So we're gonna make him a $12 purchase. Let's get him out of here rather than try to maximize profits on Alice in Wonderland. It is not a typical one after all. Just double checking windows. We're gonna keep this rocking. Okay. We cooking, y'all. Some of the bot names are hilarious. Drapsnats, Scropey, 2 different types of Rodriguez. So, Gravity, 3D. I already bitched about this cover. Terrible cover art. Terrible, exceptionally bad cover art. This guy really doesn't sell for anything, and I want it off my hands. So we're gonna do Gravity V8 Gravity DVD. We're gonna sell you for $7.99. Not $8.99. $7.99. Get out of here. You. Bye. Benjamin Button. My case study from previous. Let me just make sure he's in here. Yes, it is. Benjamin Button. I remember I went on a high school date to see Benjamin Button. And worst movie for that. I guess if you were like older, there's a lot of like existential crisis, fear of dying feelings that you might relate to better. But teenage date movie, Benjamin Button, terrible move, bro. It was an awkward experience. All of us were like, why the fuck did we choose this? I'm like 15 trying to like swoon this lady, and I'm like, here, let's watch Brad Pitt get old and die. You know, it was a fucking Weird call. Bad date call. Young Bailey had some lessons to learn, I'll tell you that. For sure. So, Benjamin Button DVD. Sadly, Mr. Benjamin Button is only set. We're gonna make you $7. Someone can take Benjamin Button off my hands. But like I said, I need to price some of them out. So let me double check. We've got an actual DVD in here. Kevin Spacey. He's also making a comeback. Supposedly, I've seen all the YouTubers. It's like the hot commentary video to be making right now is like, is Kevin Spacey uncanceled? Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Man, I think... Oh, they're directed by Clint Eastwood? Interesting. Let's do a quick eBay check to make sure that I'm not losing out on something here. So then, as I said, I got the window right here. We could punch it in. I go Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. DVD. Special edition. Yeah, $5. Free shipping. I'll make it $6 as well. Right there. Sorry, I had a different window open. It seems I didn't think I did. I don't know why the book's so rare. Oh, it's inscribed. Midnight Garden DVD. We'll make them $5.99. Sadly, but again, right? $5.99. Not worth taking up space in my digital platform. Not worth taking up space on my eBay store and literally in my storage locker. But throw it in a bucket at my stall. $6. Someone's gonna buy it eventually, right? It's not bad math. Let's load up this. I kind of like this system, especially if the items are small enough. I'm gonna like load up the product camera here. And then I will price them out like I just have been doing. Uh-oh. Okay, good. I thought we froze. I gotta check like my RAM and stuff. My computer's finally starting to slow down on me. I think this one I might have wanted for me. Oh yeah, I've also got, I didn't even show this guy off. I've got all my personal VHS collection here now. These are the Pinot. This is empty. Oh no, I got my copy of the Grinch, so we could sell this one. 26 minutes, the original. Whoop. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Get back there. Bicentennial Man. I know this is memed a lot, but I don't know it so well. To be fair, the Robo version of him does look kind of ridiculous. And I love how many of my tapes still have the Blockbuster sticker on them. I don't know if it like helps with the sales. I would say it should. I think that's awesome if it did, but... Christmas cartoons, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, plus 3 more cartoons. Our Finny Friends, the shanty where Santa Claus lives. I have the shanty on my YouTube channel already. Christmas Dream. We'll still sell it. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Friends in color. Cool. Another DVD. Random Acts of Violence. I'm going to go double check if there's any more DVDs in this box first. Nope. Got mad light bulbs though today, y'all. Serious amount of light bulbs. That's good though. I needed to restock them. The light bulbs do sell pretty okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll run with this DVD section. Oh, this is going to be a big light work stream. Big light work stream. Let me get a cough off. I'm still sick, unfortunately. I'm like powering through it. Definitely not in the contagious phase anymore, but still in that phlegmy phase. Nom. Yeah. So, back over to the main scene so you can see everything I'm doing. Random Acts of Violence DVD. Double check it's in there. This motherfucker looks like Michael Cera. Kirsten Dunst. What year? 2011. Oh yeah. Killing hipsters never looked so good. It's a funny tagline. So I slam over Quail. Open this. Random Acts of Violence DVD. I feel like this might not work so well in terms of search. Okay, yeah. Oh god, sorry guys. That's the being sick. What a typical villain costume. Wild. Random Acts of Violence. Let's write 2011 so that I don't get put on a watch list. Not even any screen grabs, eh? Oh, of course it's got Jay in it. Always the same awkward little boy. Yeah, where's the villain? You're not going to show me the villain? Here we go. This looks very much like Dead by Daylight villain. Mixed with the modern Riddler. Random Acts DVD. Same price. That's not price gouge. Take him. Slam him away. I know off by heart. Rudolph. Red-Nosed Reindeer. Semi-rare. But not that expensive. So we're going to go Rudolph. VHS. We're going to punch Rudolph. Yeah, punch Rudolph. We're going to make him $9.49. Sounds appealing to me. Get him out of here. Thank you for your time, Rudolph. Bicentennial Man VHS tape. Let's double check the year of the tape. 97. Check inside, too. Yeah, it seems like 1997. And it's crazy when they still have the Blockbuster sticker on the back, too. Very interesting to observe, always. So drop that bad boy in. We'll just double check. There's no way that it's worth a lot of money. If it is, it goes in the eBay store. Bicentennial Man DVD. Oh, I wrote DVD by habit. VHS. Let's see what we're rocking with here. $10, $5, $13, so I can charge a little bit more. Mine is the bilingual one. We'll make them 14 bucks. Well, that would help if I put it in the right category. Bicentennial Man VHS. It's one of those ones that trip me up. Bicentennial, even though I'm a writer by trade. Very tough call. And this one I do want to double check, considering how many other versions of The Grinch was released. Bob Ogle. Bob Ogle. Jesus, what a fucking name. Who is Bob Ogle? Bob Ogle, IMDb. American actor. Robert Allen Ogle. I would have just gone with my normal name in that case, bro. Bob Ogle was born in 1926. Known for Baggy Pants and the Nitwits? What the fuck are these? I have heard of the Jim Bacchus show. Ah, writer. When was the Grinch? When was this one made then? Why does it not say the Grinch? Oh yeah, here we go. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. TV movie. It was never actually released. Good fun fact. So How the Grinch Stole Christmas. 1994 VHS. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. 1994 VHS. Should get something cool out of it, I imagine. There's no bloody way. Oh, I'm so sorry, Chad. I gotta look away from the mic when I do that. I'm that deeply congested. I apologize. 25 bucks. Oh, sealed. Sealed. $5 plus 20. So I can get a little chat taxi. But I also probably want to keep it less than the Bicentennial Man. So we'll make him $11.99. We'll sell him for 12 bucks. Someone can enjoy the Grinch. This tape is bad quality. It's going to be for use, not collection purposes. So we'll make it affordable. Then I have a McDonald's export tin. So this is the same rant I was going on about VHS tape. Same thing applies here. This Tabacchiana, as eBay calls it, is worth value to some people, right? But there's so many of them online. It's just going to sit in that digital storefront for Lord knows how long and take up storage space on my end, even though it's very light. So what I do instead, throw it in the physical store, and that way I'm not in a rush for it to sell. And ideally, it catches the eye of a casual consumer, a dirty casual consumer. Not that my customers are dirty. I appreciate all you. You're very cleanly, beautiful people. All right. Let me get this off away from Mike for you. Oh, bugger, man. This sucks. Tobacco tin. It's all right. Tobacco tin. We're gonna sell him for 10 bucks. I don't want to price gouge. He's technically probably worth about 25 bucks, but I just gave you the whole spiel. Why that doesn't is meh. Big meh for baby. I came across this just randomly in one of my extras piles from a pick I did. So this guy we're gonna offer for mad cheap. I'm probably gonna sell him for like 4 bucks. Get him out of here, because otherwise it's just been sitting in my thing. Got a good variety. We're adding in some of the toys now. So Fleer Game Time Candy Dispenser. This one will be low-key worth more money than it looks because it's made by Fleer, but still nothing to brag about. What do we got going on here? We got more old playing cards, which I was surprised. I threw in some of these decks of playing cards that I had just for like funsies. Almost all of them sold. It's been impressively weird. So we got more. We got stud with 2 jokers, poker sized. Oh, I guess because you want the big all face card, so it's easier to see, I presume. Not really sure on that one. Oh. Nourishment and work at the same time. Yeah, the only thing about eating whole oats, sometimes you get a shell here or there. Oh, that guy doesn't move nearly as cool as I thought. We got a beetle. And another classic toy here. Mighty Ducks. Star Wars BB-8. Candy dispenser. Fill them up up with your own candy if you want, bucko. Yeah, bro. We're gonna fly through these. This is gonna be a nice short go. Which isn't a complaint. I have to do a bunch of healthy stuff today. I gotta work out, I gotta shower, etc., etc. So happy we're keeping this busy. Tomorrow I'll probably drop on for a funsies stream of some sort in the evening. And then Wednesday, marathon. Wednesday, marathon. I'm going to be on all bloody day. I'm going to list everything I have left and do some more work. So, I also got to make booster packs. I might just stack on everything I got to do in one big long day. Be a workaholic and see how these fucking long streams go. But bing. Magic Fun cards, ages 3 years and up. Some of the people at my location have had issues with the owners saying their products aren't vintage. And I always giggle because I'm putting in these toys and shit. They are vintage, granted, but something like the playing cards, I wouldn't even get grumpy if you're these Magic playing cards are you're cutting it close. Cutting it close. I've also been considering how people observe politics, right? It's very fair, very supportive of the hustle, but there's also the section of the internets that's oh, you can't have any products that may accidentally be supporting the apartheid state, right? That's a McDonald's toy, bro. That's a McDonald's toy. Nobody said nothing to me about them. It's funny standards. Can't have this clothing, can't have this. But oh, the Sean Connery movie in there. Nobody's saying nothing about that. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying nothing about myself. I don't know nothing. I'm just identifying through lines. Surprisingly, I put this a horoscope book in to the stall previously, and this one is vintage too, so feels cute. We got the Taurus 1995 horoscope. Yeah, I imagine you would have found this at a newsstand. Oh, I wonder if that number still works. There you go, chat. That's your goal. Chat, Instagram, TikTok, whoever sees that, call it 1-900-73 signs. I don't even think there is 1-900 numbers anymore. That's kind of crazy to me. A 1-900 number? What is it? I wonder if that still exists. I got a beautiful little old school address book here, 1972. And it's got a map of the London Underground. So we're going to put this in with the Fran Finds. I think this is from my grandmother as well, so I'm not lying when I do it. It does have some marks inside of it. Otherwise, I would sell it on eBay. Is it a map of the world or is it a map of London? Dry sack, Liebum, Bacardi, Cognac, drink, car polish. Yeah, random find. Not really sure who this one is. Jane Butler, Melissa Trey Walsh. Definitely not my family's. Robin Bredin, Virginia. All right, well, it's got a whole map of the world in it, I think. Why just the UK? Index. It's got road maps too. UK. It's the UK, but bloody hell, how the fuck are you supposed to read that? Look at that shit. Look how tiny this book is. It fits in my palm, right? How the hell are you going to read that? Imagine you're in the countryside, stuck. That's kind of wild. These pocket maps get a little crazy if I do say so. That's what? You're going to use that to navigate? Man. People struggled. Okay, there's some other... We got Australian shit. All right. Interesting, at least. It is cute and quirky. else do we got rocking that I can throw in out of right meow? Here we go. This is perfect. Then we got our last batch. We got to do 2 more batches of items after that, which is great for Bebe. Perfect for Bebe with my schedule right now. 0 complaints, 0 issues. I've got too many glasses cases. They end up fucking everywhere, but this was a funny coincidence because I needed this. Scrub, 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 scrub. Scrub, 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 scrub. Yeah, and early end. No complaints on this end. Bebe's got to go get it today. Bebe's got to go get it today. Keep this feed busy. I wanted to see what happened in the morning, but it seems like I got a lot of degens, and the friends who do work that support usually tune in lunchtime or after. It makes sense that you're not watching a live stream at 9:30 in the morning. But this one was more so like I'm sitting here doing the work, so I may as well just flip it on. I'm trying to get better at that portion of it, which I do feel. I feel super comfortable in front of the camera now, so I would say that's been an effective tactic for Bebe. I'm just double checking my windows to make sure I'm not missing anything, all things considered. Bop. Yeah, bop. Fantastique. Pretty high views for early morning stream, so. Mad lurkers. Always got lurkers, man. Maybe that was excessive. I'm sorry. Elvis stamps. Get them off my hand. $5. Get them out of here. Cool. But they're not high-end collectibles. There's really nothing special about these. $1972 pocketbook with maps. Pocket P book with map. 1972 P book with map. When you say the P book out loud, it makes it sound a little fucking weird, but that's alright. With 1972 pocketbook with map. I will make it affordable, but still chat tax it, so we're going to go $17.49 is what I wanted. Taurus horoscope book. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, internet. I'm going to duplicate this tab, move it to a window so that you guys can't see the behind the scenes stuff. I think I sold the other horoscope book earlier. Yoga booklet, $21.49. Oh. I sold the other one for like $21.49. I think it'd slap on some tax on the pocketbook with the map. So let's go $21.49 with that too. Little horoscope, 1995 horoscope. And we'll swap the prices. We'll make this one $17.49. Get your own hard copy of a... Tell me where you're going to get a hard copy of a 1995 Taurus horoscope. You ain't. Yeah, one of the business tactics I'd be thinking about is like sometimes people turn on like desperation sales. You're like, oh, I've been fucking... It's the last week of the month. Let's make things 15% off. From my experience in restaurants, just bugger all. You might make 3-4 more sales. That translates to what? You made 25 extra bucks. It's this, the prestige of the consumer comes into play, I would say. Like when your restaurant has a sign out front and it says everything is on sale, then people are thinking either your business is going through troubles or your product is cheap. That's why you see even McDonald's, right? big chain brand, fast food. They don't have sales. They have specials, and sometimes those specials offer discounts, but they don't have sales. Sales make it seem, it puts you in a negative light from both a consumer marketing standard of like what they're ingesting, as well as public relations. You're positioning yourself with a negative term rather than a positive term. But this one, that ain't a who is me comment. This is I went to fucking school. I put in work on these skill sets, bro. I tell y'all what. Oh. I am dying a little bit here though. It's a good thing the streams are still short because my throat is all gunky still. Magic Fun cards. Let's make it accessible for a kid. Magic Fun cards. And not try to rip anyone off here. We'll make it $7.49. I wanted to go $7.99, but something about it feels uncomfortable. That one's big intuition call. Mighty Ducks, McDonald's. Mighty Ducks, Disney hockey roller. Mighty Ducks, McDonald's toy. I'm pretty sure these are the McD's toy. Yeah, it is. The lot for $17.95. The lot for $19. 3 for $5.57. $12 in the bag. So we'll keep them affordable too. Mighty Ducks toy. I made Greedo $8.99. I made the Iron Man fig $7.99. So let's make the Mighty Ducks $6.49. Seems perfect. Let's get him out of here. Whoop. We got a custy old Beetle here. Anything special about him? Made in 1999. That's not a big deal. Smart Toys. It is brand name, but it's not a special one. Oh, it's one of the load up cars though. So it's like, oh, and the motor ain't that strong anyways though. Okay, toy, car, Beetle. Damn it, sorry chap. No, I'm gonna have to figure that out for Wednesday. I'm gonna need a snoot call. You know, toy car Beetle. Toy car Beetle. We'll make him $8.99. He's a little custy too though. Let's make him $7.99. He's a little dirty and I don't want to clean him. He's a little bit of a dirty boy. This one I do actually have to look up. So Fleet Game Time Candy Dispenser. Made in Mexico, of course. Fleer Game Time Candy Dispenser Football. Fleer Game Time Candy Dispenser Football. Fleer Game Time Candy Dispenser Football. I spelled football wrong, but that's fine, and we'll get there. Woo! New in box. So I could offer... Oh, I'm out of food. That's good. That is actually good. That wasn't sarcasm. With more than I thought. Let's see completed items, just to be certain. Yeah, no one buys it, so also that means don't fall for the trick of how expensive it is. The box is a bit beat up. I think because it's sealed, it could be sold as a collectible. Everyone's selling it with shipping. How's the package? Is it okay? Kind of beat up. It's not the worst. I'm thinking Fleer Game Time Candy Dispenser. The shipping on the other ones is high. These guys' boxes are more beat up than mine. Big paws. So I'm looking for a Fleer Game Time candy dispenser to sell at 19 something. 19.99. That feels a little gougy. We're gonna go 18.49 for the Fleer Game Time candy dispenser. As in, someone can buy it for fun. Someone can buy it for fun, or a reseller could buy it and then ideally flip it for a quick profit. But we shall see. The stuff like this BB-8 here, I'll type in BB-8 candy dispenser on eBay to double check. Gallery BB-8 candy dispenser, but these guys are usually worth BB-8 Star Wars candy dispenser. These guys aren't usually actually worth buck all. Yeah, see, $10, $12. Excuse me, I remembered this time, chat. Sorry. Fucking nosums. Because no one's buying these either, right? That's another. Oh, people are buying these. It's still not worth putting on my eBay. I just didn't expect anyone to be buying them. I wonder why. Maybe there's something. I guess just because it's a brand name, it's searchable. In-person shopping. I'm kind of feeling the same as the Fleer, though. I don't want to gouge this guy dirty at all. Not really. I think I fill him in through the butt. And what is it? I turn his head? Oh, and he poops out the candy. Okay. Alright, shut up. Thank you. I don't want to eat that candy at all. It looks kind of disgusting, to be honest. Get out of here. Whoop! And it's gone. We'll sell them for $15. 15 sounds fair. BB-8 candy dispenser. $14.99. And someone can have them as a nice little accessory, and we hit the same thing. If you're a reseller, it makes sense. You can make some reseller money off of it. Oh, and he does have a back you could just load up with candy. The candy looks disgusting, though, again. It is way better made. Oh, it's even got a cheat box at the bottom. Okay. Way better made than a lot of those toys. So we're going to BB-8 candy dispenser. I'm just double checking my other windows, then we'll do these last two cards here. And then I only have 2 more lots. It's a way shorter stream today than I anticipated, but which, no complaints, as a business Bailey. I'm going to be, oh my god, my mouth is moving faster than my brain. I'm going to be posting some TikToks right away too. So if you haven't followed me yet, I am on Instagram at gnarly_media. I'm also on the TikToks, which my views are immaculate. My following, not so immaculate. I'm impressed, bro. I'm getting like thousands of views on shit while having like 40 some odd followers. So, hey, it's all part of the game. Stud playing cards. Stud P cards. I gotta put that just for funsies. Stud P cards. These guys, again, I've been selling them for a silly amount, but I'm not gonna chat tax still. We're just gonna make that one $6. Get it off my hands. Because otherwise, like something like this, it's just gonna sit in my locker forever. When am I gonna resell used vintage cards, you know? Other than in that stall. Walgreen, distributed by Walgreen. 2 Joker size, finest quality, linen finish. Stud. There are like a market for rare playing cards, but the rare playing card market, they have to be way better. Something like that, it's very similar to like Pokemon and MTG. They need to be of a particular quality, and those I can tell you by looking at them, because they're pre-played, definitely do not meet that quality. So that's why I'll sell them in the stall. But if you find a pack like that, like I just shown, the studs, and they look like they can be opened, They have to look like they were barely used, like just opened. And you could probably sell them for like 40, 50 bucks on eBay. Here, watch. I'm not going to get too hyped, but stud playing cards. Antique. Okay, no, they're not selling, but you see what I mean? Vintage stud, Pinocchio. So these are the same pack I just had, but they're red and they're sealed. 40 bucks. 54 bucks for a lot of 28 of them. This is the one that I just had. As we saw, not selling, but $14. You know what I mean? So that also means maybe I'm going to bump mine up just a buck. I'm going to bump it up just $1. But it's interesting. 1965 vintage sex. Does it show me the cards? I'm curious. Oh, those are... Back in the day, 1965, these would have been like really lewd to possess, I think. That one doesn't make sense. Hey Floyd, let's trade seats. I think I've got a vapor look. Doesn't make sense. I don't get it. I don't get it, Floyd. And then this guy, I already said I'm just gonna do $5. We're gonna go draft tester. $4.99. These things you can get. The modern versions aren't much different. It's a very like old school technique for testing if your doors and windows are sealed. I think they have just like more efficient modern versions, but it is the same setup. It's basically like a really slow burning smoke, and you just like wave this thing around the edges of your windows and the corners of your doors, and if the smoke gets sucked out or blown in, then you've got a bad seal. It's literally it. You just use smoke to tell if the airflow in your egresses are properly sealed. Doesn't matter much if you live in like the States, where it's much more temperate, but here, particularly Canadian winters, you want to verify if everything's sealed up, because otherwise your house will just be freezing cold, or if you're balling and you've got the heat and all that, you're just like literally pissing away money as the heat gets out of your house in the wintertime. So, last batch, second last batch actually. Another Fran find. One of the wildest nutcrackers you'll ever see. I'll even put you on product. This is, shout outs to Fran. This is one of the wildest nutcrackers ever. It's big too, eh? Maybe a little offensive. I can't tell if it's a Polynesian woman or anything. Let's just pretend it's not objectifying 70s art. But Fran sent this on. Very classic Fran find. Of course, all these old style wood statues. Super emblematic of like late 70s, mid 80s, cheesy wall hanging art. And then in here, just like a melon in the modern days, you put the nut there, crack. So like you could have this with your nut bowls, and you use it as a fucking nutcracker, which is hilarious. Very, very ahead of its time. Feels like it could be memed nowadays. But yeah, we got a little dent on a very important part. So we're not going to chat tax too much, but it is fully vintage and antique, right? Hand carved, all that crap. Also considering when it is like maybe one of these gross Polynesian statues, I try to do my best to not gouge too much. That's my moral line. My ethical line is I'll still sell it, but I'm not gonna sell it for like 40 bucks. You know, that's the part that feels wrong. I'll sell art from cultures that I don't belong to and stuff, but I'm not gonna turn a bajillion dollars on it. I think that's a fair line. So vintage nutcracker. Vintage nutcracker. It is unique. It is a unique boy. Let's go back to the main scene. It is a very unique boy. Vintage Nutcracker. Vintage Nutcracker. Well made. Little beat up. Need some TLC. I just said I'm not going to price gouge. It could be fixed up quite easily. But there's a lot of scratches on that bitch. Pause. Not that. Didn't mean to call that woman that. You know what I mean? That's 16 something, I think. Just $16. Fuck it. 16. We're going for 16. So $15.99. It's a little too beat up. I really want to charge more for it, but it's way too beat up. Elvis has been murking things for me in the stall. This guy's a little small, so he's viable to get stolen. That would be my one concern, but... We have no accessories in here? Nope, that's okay. Tis okay. So we got Elvis. Flora tape. Toy Town. Cut and color guides. These are vintage. I should be able to sell these bad boys for a lot of money. I've got an antique jar. And guitar strap. Nice leather. It's proper. I tried to sell this on eBay again. This was, this one I've sat on for a while. This was an L from the past for sure. I'm going to sell them for just $20 because it is good quality, but it's been in my inventory too long. So it's just a guitar strap. Nothing fancy about it. It's got little vampire teeth on it, so I figured, oh, well, I guess vampires are out of fashion though, you know. So it sat around quite a bit longer than I wanted. Excuse me, chat. 1 second. Sickness coming in. Fuck, man. I just want all the crap to get out of... Just get that phlegm out, dog. Jesus. Also, sorry, chat. We got a minute till the ad. I'm giving you a heads up. We got a minute until the ad. You know how you can avoid ads. You could drop Bailey a subscription. I stream weekly. In the next 2 weeks, I'll actually be going out to Alberta to visit my grandmother who helps me pick these items, like the antique Elvis there. And I'm going to be doing story times with her, as well as I've got literally a country estate waiting for me. All the people that I know out there, let's not use the offensive term of redneck, all the people I know that are from there, live there their whole lives, were farmers and shit, they now know that I do this, so I'm getting hit up through family connections of like, oh, when you're out, can you come through our property and look, and you could just take whatever you want, like no commission, just take it. So I'm gonna go through the items, I'm gonna pick out what I like, and then I'm gonna, one of the streams, instead of listing to eBay, we're gonna be streaming from the basement there, and I'm gonna end up packing up all the items that I do gather from this, which is very awesome, very cool. Huge, as one man would say. Very huge. Yeah. Yeah, one more batch. We'll do this one like this, and we'll walk away from that. So, guitar strap. Vamp guitar strap. Perfect for anyone who loves Playboy Cardi. Which would be hilarious if it was a Playboy Cardi stand that ends up buying it. I could realistically, it is great quality leather. I would point that out. High quality leather. Good stamps. Good paint job, right? Lasting acrylics, not just like a cheap spray-on paint. But I've been sitting on it for years. This is, again, part of the learning of the hustle. You gotta, you gotta cut your losses. This one is, I gotta cut my losses on this bad boy. He's sat around quite a little bit now, so we're gonna get him out of here. Bop. Flora tape. This is vintage. Considering the availabilities of like different types of tapes through Amazon now and whatnot, it's not really a big deal at all. This guy is made for like taping your flowers and shit. Back in the day when this was made 30 years ago, rare, important, but not a big deal. And shout out Afro. Shout out Afro. We got Afro, the ultimate African. Arcade was fire. Always do love coming through with y'all. It's a good time. Big fun, casual. I like y'all's energy at the arcade. I don't feel like pressured to have to do this or that. I feel like I can wander off and play a couple of pinball games. So same thing for you, bro. Yeah, floral tape exists. You could get fucking electrical tape at the dollar store now, right? Before 30 years ago, that type of shit was not expensive, but it was pricey to get electrical tape and that type of shit. So the floral tape was like a in-between product made specifically for the gardeners. But I ramble. W time with the homies. All right, peace. Enjoy the lurking. I've had people coming in and out and lurking, so that's another big pause. I've had mans dropping into the chat here and there. But I was going on the electrical tape rant, like, yeah. Like this, I got dollar store find. Dollar store tape find, right? This probably used to be worth anywhere from 10 to 15 bucks, and then that would have been worth like $7, right? But now you can get this for a fucking dollar, so it doesn't really matter. You don't really need to upcharge for the specialty tape so much no more. So the Flora tape, we're gonna drop this bad boy in. Given that rant, we don't want to upcharge too much because it's really not going to draw in that much money. Flora tape. It is antique. Some people do look for it, so I'll make it $7.50 so it's like accessible. Whoop. Okay, so we're hitting over 30 items. That makes me happy enough for the day. That's all I really needed to put into the stall today, as it were. Oh, I gotta do other tests and shit too. I totally forgot. Yeah, okay, good thing this one was didn't end up as hectic as I predicted at the start. Hey, shouts to Sensei. 1 month sub. Avoiding the ads. Like a true homie. Again, everybody, viewers, I simulcast. So if we're on the YouTube and you want to participate with everyone, hop over to Twitch. If you sub, what happens? You get to skip the ads. You skip all the ads. So it's a more enjoyable experience, and I will eventually have bonuses for all of my subscribers. I'll probably steal some of the ideas that I was previously going to do for Marching into Madness, since I do a lot of multimedia work. I'm going to offer probably my asset packs. Probably offer some like real clutters for editing, some of my VHS clutters for editing. I already have them on the YouTube, but I'll just have like files that you can easily download. And then I got a whole buttload of PNGs that I've just made over the years. No background PNGs. A lot easier to make nowadays, but they're random. They're fun. They're goofy. We'll share them. But I digress. Sorry, chat. 1 second. I'm dying over here, y'all. Yeah, appreciate it, big man. Easy clap. Lurk away now. Glass jar. This one's medium rare. Like a steak. So this is made in Canada. It's a crown. On the bottom here is usually where you find the date. If not, you have to go to a fancy website to double check what the symbols above it are. And that will also give you a time range. So this one's 1963. So it is vintage. It is rare, but it's not like exceptionally rare. So we go vintage, jar, can. This guy is 1963, as I said. So he's not worth like a silly amount, but you can upcharge a little bit. So we're going to make him like $17.49 as well, I think. But yeah, you're watching this on my YouTube channel in the future. You're watching on one of these VODs in the future on my YouTube channel. I have a lot of editing assets, and the videos do quite well residually for me. So if you're ever curious, head on over to Gnarly Media on YouTube. Drop me a sub there first. That's where I am desperate for more subs. And then you can check out my VHS editing assets playlist, actually. These guys, I'll have to do a quick eBay search. But these are old school color and cutout. These were like directions on how to make models. Let me triple check so that I can search it properly. Or are they the model kits? No. Toy Town Color and Cutout. Toy Town Color and Cutout. So these were, yeah, these are like guides from back in the day. Ancient. These are ancient guides. So that you can like make your own displays and your own cutouts. So it shows you the shapes that you need to cut the boxes into and how to paint them. So you get everything from cars to statues to garden to tree. They're kind of cool. They feel old as shit too. I can feel it. I gotta keep them in that bag. They shouldn't oxidize. They go on to oxidize, but that's a cool find otherwise. If you're interested, you know where to find them. They're going in my in-person stall. I gotta be gentle with these. And I gotta take a clip. Bloop, 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 bloop. Get down there. Bloop, bloop. There we go. There we go. Toy Town, color and cut. That's what it said. This is where my dyslexia comes in, and I gotta fucking repeat it. It's great for chat too, though. It's good, helpful for stream. Toy Town, color and cut. Sorry, chat. One more. Oh, gross. It's disgusting. Nabisco Toy Town Carnival. Oh, so these were Nabisco. They might have come with cookies, actually. These might have been bonuses and cookies or something. If this is a railroad item, this material is obsolete, no longer in use by the railroad. Oh, railroad treasures. Okay. Jerked me out. That's rare. It's cool. But at the end of the day, it's just like exaggerated sewing template. So we'll do color and cut, vintage, color, and cut out. We'll just leave the color and cut. I mean, yo, how much do we want to charge for this bad boy? I could go above 20 if I wanted to, but those things are just going to sit in there anyways. I'd rather someone have them and enjoy them. Rather someone have them and enjoy them. I might put a sticker on saying like, hey, tag me because I think these are cool. Vintage color and cutout. I can make it the same price. Let's make it the same price as the jar. Fuck it. And I'll do that sticker. I can. Oh, I didn't bring my sheet with me. I'm like, I could probably do that right now, but I didn't bring my sticker sheet. Is this Elvis? Anything special about this Elvis? This Elvis, registered 2002 Elvis. 2002 Elvis Aloha from Hawaii statue. I wonder if Elvis is the reason that everyone has this. Holy shit, there's no way that's what I have. That's got to be a different one. Okay. I just got a little too excited there. Yeah, I wonder if Elvis started the whole Hawaii shindig. Interesting. Would be a funny concept if it was him that did it, you know? Nothing similar so far, it seems. Chain and big deal. My grandparents used to have Elvis impersonators at their restaurant all the fucking time. All the fucking time. The dude smelled like sweat, beer, and cologne. And it's like, I don't understand. He could have just put on deodorant to mask up the sweat smell, but instead he just put on more cologne. A very old school, weird choice. It was just kind of, it's like stuck in my memory. And the scarves. He had so many scarves because it was like part of the thing that he would like give it out during the performance. But it was so wacky. It was, I can't believe this was my life as a kid. I was just sleeping downstairs in the basement as people were getting drunk listening to an Elvis impersonator. Like, what is my life? So this guy, same thing. Making him an affordable option. People love their Elvis, but he is cheap. He's cheap. I mean, he's okay made. Like, he's got a good. This guy's got a good head on his shoulders. He's pretty highly printed. The paint job is good. It's like high quality. It's not just like cheap plastic. He's not like an $80 purchase though. Hey, good. How you doing? A simple walk. Nice to meet you, man. How's it hanging with you? I be doing good. I'm actually sick, I would say. So I'm doing great overall, personality wise. But I've been fucking trying not to snort into the mic every 5 minutes. How you be on this fine Monday morning while I'm being a workaholic? If you're in the same time zone as me, that's probably an important asterisk on that shit, eh? I like your name too. A simple walk. So Elvis, he's high quality though. That's the thing. That's why I'm torn on this. I'm a little torn on this bad boy. It's a tough call. Big tough call. Tough. What do we... Hey, so you gotta be... It's 12... Not in the UK. Maybe somewhere else in Europe? Further than the UK if it's midnight for you. Hey, well, instead you can join me. Look at weird, weird little Elvis goodies. I am almost done my batch for the day. I've got an antique camera up next. I've got some hats and I've got some light bulbs. As glorious as that all sounds. Not Europe, no. Oh shit, I'm off, eh? Is it Asia? I try not to. Can't be Asia given your name, is it? There's no fucking way that you're called the Simple Walk and you're actually in Asia. Oh, you could be an Aussie. You're Aussie? That's possible. You could be on that side of the world. I'm underestimating that. So this guy, not bad. Not bad. Good paint job. I'll put him above $20, but let's not get fucking crazy with it. Yeah, Aussie. Yeah. 100%. Yeah, I've been to Whistler before. It's wild, bro. There's so many of you. I don't understand. The culture of it, I thought it was just a joke. Like, I thought everyone told me it's like, oh, all the Aussies work at ski resorts in BC, Canada. And I was like, there's no way. And then I showed up and I was like, holy shit, this is actually this is the truth. It was wild to me. Elvis statue small. We'll list this guy for $22,949. So it doesn't feel like it's much. Thank you, chatbot. Appreciate you. Also, thank you, A Simple Walk, for propping in. Oh my god, why did it shoot a 4 times? Okay. I really gotta fix my chatbots. This restream guy drives me up the wall. He spams way too much. It's because the cold is far more reasonable to deal with than the heat. This is true. Y'all got a crazy-ass summer out there, too. It's starting to get... I live in Toronto, and so further east in Canada, the humidity is starting to get wild. It's definitely not comparable to you guys, but it's fucking 35 degrees out right now, Celsius. So it's getting bad. It wasn't like that. Shout out to fossil fuels for making the whole world uncomfortable. You know what I mean? No politics in that statement. Teasing. I'm being lighthearted. You know his take. Yeah. You know that. Yeah. So these are next items. Kind of cringe, to be honest, but someone will buy them. I just wish I could get the photo of whoever buys this fucking first hat that I'm throwing in. But we got a fucking Punisher hat. I got a Punisher hat and a Batman hat. Batman hat will probably sell. Punisher hat is Marvel licensed. Do I have a year or anything on it? No. It's good condition. Could use a lint roll, but I don't care enough. Yeah, yeah. The Punisher hat. There's got to be like the grimiest. I can picture the type of Aussie wearing the Punisher hat too. This Batman is sussy. Look at that. It doesn't have DC logo. It's got a fucking what is that's not a DC or Warner Bros certified tag at all. Just a Batman tag. That's made in China. I have a Punisher t-shirt I got when I was in grade 11. It still fits. That's yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. I was thinking of like peak fucking early 2000s rich SpongeBob t-shirt, you know what I mean? Like Ballin' SpongeBob or the Ballin' Looney Tunes characters. That's peak wearing Punisher merch. I'm sure it looks kind of cool. And sorry, as I said, I'm dying here, so I hope I don't blow out your ears. Locked in. Woo! Man. Punisher hat. I want him gone. I want him gone. He's a bit goofy. I'll charge a bit more for the Batman, but Punisher hat, we're going to sell him for $15. Someone else, take the Punisher off my hands. Yeah. Hey, don't worry. I don't be feeling that old. I ain't up there yet. And trust me, I'm still living a youthful life. I do what the fuck I want. So I ain't be feeling old yet. I hit 40, maybe you'll catch me feeling a bit old. But I'm not. I still got quite a bit away from that. You know what I mean? Yeah, for real. I think that's the bigger problem. People like sit there and they obsess over like, oh no, I'm getting older. I can't do fun things. And it was, why not? Why not just live your life? I know if you're the type of person who just wants to have a kid, get a minivan, get a fucking golden retriever, then yeah, you're gonna feel old because you're not doing anything. You're just doing the same old thing every single day. I don't even hate on people who work normal jobs. I do respect it. I totally. I'm not a grumpy teenager about that anymore. Go do your thing. You want to work at a retail shop and just fucking hustle shit? Go ahead. But you still got to do stuff for you that adds variety, because otherwise you do get stuck in that cycle. You're just going to work at a retail store. You're going home to have dinner with your husband. You're going to the gym. You're going to bed. Like what? Maybe you watch Bridgerton in your spare time. Where you're not, there's no nourishment in that. And then you're scrolling TikTok in between that. You're going to feel terrible about your life, bro. Terrible. Like, for realsies. I'm going to go double check that there's... What is this? So, the shitty Batman logo. The fake Batman logo. 100% cotton. Made in China. No maker's marks. The design on the bottom is cool. It does have a good design on the bottom, so I can charge. I'll probably put them closer to $20, but Batman snapback flat brim hat. Life has no limits. Why restrict yourself to the expectations of others and leave your life longing? I totally agree. I think that is a bit of a... I think... I'm not overgeneralizing. I'm not saying all Aussies, but such as traveling to Whistler in the winter, I think is more emblematic of living your life in that fashion. I think us North Americans kind of get stuck with the size of our continent and the inability to travel so easily that you get stuck in those confines versus, yeah, you're like, winter sucks. I mean, summer sucks. I'm going to go fucking travel to Canada. Opens your horizons at least marginally, even if you're a conservative, reserved person. But we're getting philosophical at fucking 10:15 in the morning here, hey? Oh, is this literally the hat I'm looking at? Oh shit, it is. I didn't expect to find it. Here, I'll throw you on the eBay window for y'all. I didn't expect to find the actual hat. It's got a different tag, so these are definitely rip-offs. That's a different tag. Same design. That is not DC licensed at all. Okay, so we can't charge too much still, especially if it's off license. I actually plan on emigrating to Canada at some point, thinking somewhere like PEI or thereabouts. PEI is beautiful, but it is slightly isolated. I was just talking to someone else in my chat a day or two ago about that. They're from PEI. Great people, great environment. I guess if you're from Australia, you are used to the extreme weather. But you got to deal with, like, winter is serious out there, bro. Like, it's serious on PEI. It's a little bit, it's still bad when you come in the coast a little bit, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, but because PEI is an island, like, you're just getting battered in the wintertime, bro. And the humidity, so it's like double cold. You're getting actually, like, hit with a bunch of snow, and it's humid as fuck, so you're chilly. That's the thing, the difference between, like, winter on, Western Canada, BC and stuff, and winter over my way. It's much drier around the mountains, so winter's more bearable at lower temperatures because you're not like chilled to the bone. But versus here in Toronto, we're beside the lake, we're beside more water sources. Whew, bro, it gets you to the fucking core. It is though. I have some family who is looking at pricing in PEI, and it's wild. It's like $400,000 Canadian for a house, less sometimes. $400,000 for a finished one, right? So you could buy a beat up one for like $250K, but you're in the middle of nowhere. So even then, it's a lot. You're spending a silly amount of money importing your building materials. But I'm not completely denying it. It is beautiful in the Maritimes, as we call it. It's quite beautiful out there. I would say just consider the isolation bit of PEI, but otherwise, I am not denying how it's a cool environment. My sister, actually lives in Halifax. They love it there. They absolutely love it there. So I got nothing bad to say in that way. Batman hat definitely got fucked on. So what am I gonna price the Batman hat at though? We're gonna have to price. Yeah. Yeah, man, I live in Toronto, as I said. It's already up to it. We're one of the most expensive cities in the world already, and it's like a million. If you want a house in Toronto, you're spending minimum $1 million. 20 cents for the cap. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Pepe. I gotta make him more than the Punisher hat after all those memes, but he's a cheap knockoff, so we're gonna make him $16.99. We'll make him a $17 hat. Let someone take it and run away with it. And I want to check out something while I'm here. So, CAD to AUD exchange rate. Oh, sorry, blasted my mic. Oh, you guys are still stronger than our dollar too. Just marginally, though. By like 10 cents, so that's not really as bad. Our conversion, I do a lot of my eBay sales to the US right now, because Jesus Christ, like CAD to USD exchange. We're 1 to 0.73, so that shit's crazy. That's like you lose a lot of money on the conversion rate. And then people buying on eBay just make a killing. Make a killing. Same thing, CAD to Euro. Ideally, when you're looking to move, that rate will be back up again, and you should be able to convert your money to Canadian and do pretty good on looking for a house. Yeah, Canadian. I just went to the UK this year. 1 Canadian dollar is like 0.68 euros. It's like I got murked on conversion rates. The Canadian dollar ain't that good. We're kind of like artificially inflated. There's a lot of politics behind that, but it always has been that way. It's fluctuated a bit over the years. So Batman hats, out of here. This camera I do have to look up because I'm probably going to sell it separately. Whoop! Out of here. Yeah, they use both, but so we'll do CAD to pound exchange rate. Still, yeah, even fucking worse, bro. 1 to 0.58, so it's even a bigger loss than the euro. That's I should have probably exchanged to euros and then exchanged to pounds. That probably would have been the move, but yeah, it's basically like $1 Canadian worth like pretty much half a British pound. It was kind of crazy. I had to be a little cost sensitive. But booze there. Booze is dirt cheap. Here, I'm going to pause the ad for you for 5 minutes. And also shouts out, thank you for the follow, A Simple Walk. I appreciate it. I stream a good variety of times, so you should still be able to catch me even with your wacky time zones. I'm trying to peel this off gently, but whatever, someone else can clean it. So this is a nice leather case. We'll look up this Praktica camera first. I should have the right one. Oh, good Lord. Yeah. Yeah, big appreciation. You got 5 minutes to the next ad, too, just so you know. I do also simulcast. So if you catch any weird notifications from Kick or YouTube, it's because I got viewers on the other platform. So a Praktica LTL3. I'm still going to put this in my stall rather than my eBay storefront. It's a little beat up, so someone's going to have to give it TLC. That's why. And it will end up sitting in the city eBay storefront for far too long. So Praktica LTL3. I'm just trying to see. It may even have film in it, but what would I even do with it if it had film in it? So fuck it. Why bother? LTL3 Praktica. I've been very surprised at how much like used camera gear I'm selling. I used to have a photography and videography studio. So I had a bunch of like old shitty lenses laying around, old lens cases and everything, and I put them in for sale on a whim. People are buying them like crazy. What do you do for work, a big man? A big man. I was going to call you a big man, and I called you a big man. Simple Walk. That's why it happened. Yeah, what do you do for work, buddy? So Praktica, it's worth $85, but mine's beat up and shit, so we make them a $35 camera. That's pristine, right? Shipping from the Ukraine. Probably make a good conversion rate. eBay, owning an eBay store in the Ukraine, probably well needed in today's economy. $40 plus shipping. So I can be a bit grimy if I really wanted to, but I don't want to overcharge. This one is it's a little rough. It's a little rough. We'll make him $35. Someone can have fun with him. 35 it is. Praktica LTL3. He's a little beat up. You're going to have to give it TLC, so we'll put it in there for cheap. I'm currently in between jobs, but my last one was working as a shop fitter for about $31 an hour. Shop fitter. This is a cultural difference term. I've heard of it before, but what is a shop fitter? Skilled trade, retail, professional, tradespeople. Okay, yes, okay, that's what I thought it was. Yeah, that's an exhausting. I couldn't do a night. I mean, I used to work in restaurants. I worked in restaurants for like a decade, so I have to be careful what I'm saying there, because I worked nights doing that job too. But 8 to 4 is difficult. And at the same time, at least it sounds like you'd have a good practical spread of skills to apply to whatever job you do want to do after. So leather case, good quality, really good quality, honestly. It is vintage too. The straps are still sturdy, but they're all breaking down with age. So leather cam case. We're gonna make you leather cam case. We can make you about $20. 23 bucks. We're gonna make you $23. Yeah, exactly. So you'd be doing like some minor wiring. You'd be doing a lot of finishing work, a lot of drywalling or gyprock or whatever term you use for it there. Ad's about to start, sir, just so you know. You got a minute for the ad. I'm probably going to disappear. Sorry about that. I think everyone on Twitch knows how to avoid the ads. Again, also anyone listening on the other platforms, I am on the YouTubes and whatnot. Well, and like right quick before the ad starts, you're talking about buying your own house, possibly in Canada. That job may have fucking sucked. Probably did suck. But at least you can use it on your house now. That's insane. That's insane. We have our prices are a little high. It's a good medium. Again, after going to the UK and other countries where it is dirt cheap, it's definitely higher than others, but it's right. It's okay. But yeah, the 1 liter bottle of Jack Daniels, we can kind of get similar. But either way, right back with the ad. I'm double checking my other windows while I'm at it. Let's make sure everything's running fine and I didn't miss a chat on YouTube or something. Nope, nothing missing. We've been covering all the bases just great. Excuse me, too, nose again. Hey, Bezos blessed you. Yeah, I keep my ads rather short. I still run the ads, but I don't run the forever long ones. So that at least it's not super irritating. That's, I hate when you go to a Twitch stream. I would rather have shorter ads every like 45 minutes than like watch you for an hour to an hour and a half and then have to sit through like 6 fucking minutes of ads. It drives me up the wall, personally. So that's why I'd rather do shorter ones a little bit more often. But now we're talking about Twitch. Yeah, and got like 9 ads in a row. And then that just happens. Yeah, sometimes Bezos just likes to fuck you over, bro. And it just randomly gives you more ads. It's the most frustrating. And the thing is that drives me up the wall as the streamer too. It would be nice if it didn't like... So we got really cool vintage bulbs. High quality modern ones though. They burn like the classic orange. I've sold quite a few of these. But the one thing I hate as the streamer on this side, it also like lowers my view. It counts it as the viewers going away from the stream. Like the least you can do is if you're going to force them to watch ads and you're going to make money off of it, leave my viewer count the same. Like so that I don't, let's say I am a new streamer, but I imagine it's even worse if you're like a mid-level streamer. You're just like finally like, yes, I'm hitting like 15 people every stream. And then your stats look like ass when an ad runs. You go from 15 to like 3. That sucks. But I don't let's not piss off Bezos too much. So I got 6 of these light bulbs. I got 6 standard 60-watt Victorian style light bulbs. It's actually, I have a Victorian style one in this one behind me. Though my favorite advertisement experience was on YouTube, where I fucking dead ass got rickrolled by the legend himself, Rick Astley's official YouTube channel. That's funny. That's actually smart too, running rickroll ads. YouTube is way more targeted. It's like, I have a degree in public relations and communications. It's what I did previously. That was my big boy job, and where I saw a lot of the dark side of the world. Everything from like lobbying and to like working nonprofit to like working with politicians. It was fucking gross. But YouTube at least feeds you stuff that you'll laugh at, stuff that you're interested in. They read the data way better and tailor it to you. Twitch and Bezos is just like, oh, and maybe he wants to see this. They have no targeting. So that's why it's also like the advertisers don't really want to advertise on the platform, because you're not actually getting the conversion rate, because they're just sending it out to anyone. Yeah, oh yeah, bro. Working for a lobbying group was like wild. It was pretty gross. The idea, I knew the world worked that way, but like firsthand seeing my boss grab a politician and say, "You have to do an interview with me," and he's supposed to be a public servant, and he's just like, "Yep, yeah, of course," because they're just like lying in this guy's pocket. I'm like, I knew the world worked this way, but fucking seeing it in person is crazy. And like the one guy I saw it done with is now running for Prime Minister of Canada in our next election. And it's like kind of crazy to see. Like, yeah, I saw this guy in the pocket of a lobbying group, and now he's running for Prime Minister. Like, I don't even want to know who else is in his pocket, because I was just working with one of the groups, right? I was working for an oil-based lobbying organization, like plastics, which is adjacent to oil. Yeah, you were a shop fitter, so you get what it is then. I worked for an organization that represented all of the PVC plastic producers in North America. So I was marketing the benefits of long-term ecological support from using PVC-based plastics instead of metals. So I would literally be arguing, it's like, yeah, well, plastics are bad, but they last 300 years. How often do you have to replace your brick fucking and mortar sewers? Way often. Oh, you know what? Vinyl siding, plastic siding for your house may be dangerous for the environment when it burns, but it has a much higher burn point. So if your house catches fire, it's less likely that those plastics will burn. Even if they're toxic, it's less likely that they'll burn than the wood in your entire house. It was like the spins I'd have to put on shit was... I had to get out of there. Needless to say, I didn't do it too long. I made a lot of good money. I did it for about a year, and I was like, this is eating my soul, literally. That was a tough one. And then, of course, they were all Trump supporters. So it was like, even more... I'm not like super anti this, anti that, but it's also just being around those people all the time. I'm like, I think you should exist, do you? But like, I don't want to be near you, you know what I mean? And then, asbestos may be a carcinogen, but it keeps the rats out. Yeah, exactly. That was exactly what I was doing. But the thing is, you don't say the but. You just don't say the but. Asbestos may be a carcinogen. It does keep the rats out, though. And if anything goes wrong, it's user error. And then I found out the other dark side of all the other stuff, right? Like there's certain organizations. This one I'm fine with like pointing out is like Greenpeace. We'd like beef with Greenpeace all the time. But I didn't find out till I worked there. Greenpeace is just sponsored by mining companies. So coincidentally, Greenpeace talks about everything, the plastics, the this, the that. They don't talk about strip mining. They don't talk about blowing up mountains to extract iron. So I wonder why. I wonder why they only focus on very particular issues. Maybe it's because a certain group is funding the cause, and then they make the other people look bad. And then all of a sudden we're in this like literal proxy war of oil industry and mining industry trying to just spit bad PR at each other. Like this, the world sucks. The world sucks. It was wild to observe. And then I worked a nonprofit, and I had to work with a bunch of politicians while I was working for charities. And the progressive politicians, it's all the same fucking rat race. They just hire a woman instead and make themselves look more progressive. But it's the exact same rat race. That was also a trip. You'd sit there and like, oh yeah, we're the progressive party, blah, blah, blah. But like, we only really care if the condo gets put in here. Otherwise, we're out of here and you're not getting any money. Of course, yeah, because, yeah, you may be the good guys, but you all fucking own half the condo buildings in the city. But that's off topic. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. I hope you learned something today. I hate this sick. I'm almost done. Get out of me. I gotta go to the sauna tomorrow and sweat this shit out. This one I gotta hold up because it doesn't fit. But I got a Harry Potter backpack. Another Harry Potter backpack. For some reason I have a lot of them. One of my plugs set me up with a whole bunch of Harry Pots. I was really stoked at the time, but JK kind of fucked me over on that. I was supposed to make a lot of money off of her, and she decided to go hate trans folk, and now I got all this Harry Potter shit that doesn't sell. So we've got Harry Potter Loungefly. We'll look it up right quick just to make sure I'm not screwing myself out of money. Harry Potter Loungefly backpack. This exact one, someone else listed at 55. I'll put mine at 45 then. In-person sales, someone else can make their money. Shipping, that's literally the backpack I have. Okay, so we'll go Harry P backpack, $44.99. Good enough for me. I'm gonna pin a message. I'm gonna do the quickest of BRBs. I'm gonna see if I have any more items quick, and I gotta pee, and then we'll see where we're headed for the day. So quick BRB. Quick 2-min BRB. Bop. Pinned. What? Alright. I got 4 more books, and this is what we're doing. 4 more books, and I'm out of here for the day. It's nice meeting you too, brother. Speaking... Okay, hold on. I gotta actually pull this one down. I want to see this. Speaking of asbestos mishaps, my coworker and a couple others were in a back room of Kohl's, which was undergoing renovations, and they were asked to clean that back room with a bunch of what looked like gyprock boards. They moved them around. Oh, no. The general manager came out and checked on them, and when she saw them moving the boards around, just kept to say, hey, those are made by... Oh, my God. They've been fucking cleaning them. Holy shit. Oh. Oh. I'm not the type of person to quit a job on the spot, but that would... I would be really close to quitting on the spot. If someone rolled in and was like, hey, by the way, you've been handling asbestos the entire time. Them's fighting words. My team leader chewed me. Yeah, those are fight. Oh, man. Yeah, good. Talk about lucky for real, bro. It takes a lot for me to lose my temper these days. I would lose my temper. I'd be like, what the fuck do you mean? That. Whew. That's a rough one, buddy. Good thing. So you got tired of just the typical bullshit then, eh? It sounds like this was just the start of the downhill spiral for them, and you got in not at the best time, if I had to estimate. That's kind of crazy. Oh, yeah, I've had to do some shit. I wish I knew better. Like stuff like working in restaurants, I used to clean the hoods and shit. I'd be using like paint stripper and paint thinner with no mask. I'd just be like in a hood of paint thinner. And just not considering how much fucking cancer it's probably given me since then, you know? Like, I used to smoke cigarettes though, so and I can't really complain too much. At the end of the day, I'm just saying the paint thinner, or maybe it's the fucking million darts I smoked over my life. So, a little bit my fault. I can humbly say this. So these Walking Dead books, I thought would be worth a lot of money because of like how big of a franchise it is, but they're not. They're just not. He wrote these books after the show was done, and I think that's why. He made the comics, made the book. Made the comics, made the TV show, and then wrote the books. And I think they're supposed to be like slightly sassy. I think it's supposed to be like how he wanted the dialogue to go that they didn't do in the TV show. But this Psychos thing, I probably will just leave him at $8, but I should take that off. Oh, asbestos. I got chills thinking about that. It's literally rubbed that one off on me. Big pause on the rub off comment, but still. Nah, to be honest, it wasn't that bad of a job. I was mostly on easy stuff, but it was more the shifts I was assigned were turning me into an irritable, moody asshole who had to drink almost 8 energy drinks a night and smoked a pack of Yep. I get that. I got a lot of boys in construction. I did my share in construction, too. I've worked every job. I worked concrete, so I get it. It's a fucking death spiral if you're not careful. And as I said, same thing. I've worked nights at restaurants, but that night shift, I would be same boat. I'd be having to chug fucking Red Bulls, and the next thing you know, next weekend you can't go out because your whole body clock's fucked up. You can't even be up for like hanging out with people for like 5 p.m., you know? You can't have like a casual drink anymore. You got soft hands, boyo. Hey, I don't, trust me, I ain't got no soft hands. I've been, I fucking worked a couple different labor jobs in my lifetime. Primarily working in the kitchens, though. In the kitchens, I did a lot of cooking. My grandfather's a chef, my dad's a chef, my mom was a cook, my grandma's a cook. So these fingertips are burnt the fuck off. I'm still immune. I thought I would lose some of the numbness, but I was working at my grandmother's restaurant last summer, And I accidentally did, I was deep frying corn dogs and shit, and I still can't feel the hot oil, which is great for me. I'm not complaining. But it's also kind of wild that I burnt the feeling out of my hands that easily. I thought them soft hands would come back, though. I've been fucking here tapping on computers for the past few years, past decade, past fuck, I'm old, yeah, 8 years probably. Close enough to a decade now. Shit, I'm old. Oh yeah, love it, love it. It's almost as good as burnt hair. Burnt hair while you're using a blowtorch, lovely, love it, love it. Yeah. Sorry, sir, that's not hair in your dish. That's my skin particles flaking off. Star Wars cross stitch, cute, but not expensive. SW stitch book. I'm gonna make Star Wars stitch book. The smell of deep fried fingies. Oh, yeah. You don't ask what's in the corn dogs, bro. Reese Turton. What? He wasn't. We'll make him $15. Take him off my hands. The Walking Dead, TWD book 1. We'll make you reasonable. We'll put you at $12.99 because again, I got fucked with those. I thought they would be money, but they're not. They're just Robert Kirkman's grumpy revisionist version of The Walking Dead. Psycho's book, also cheap, disappointing. Should sell easy though, so we'll make it We'll make it $8.49. So it's $8.50. That's fine with me. Also, don't forget it. For that smell of iron, exactly. That's what we're going for. I got a specialty salad for you today, boys. I got a pomegranate dressing with slices of my fucking pinky finger from the mandolin. It's probably what I cut my hands on the worst the whole time. I cut my hands pretty bad a couple times, but nothing as bad. I watched my fucking mom cut her finger off, literally cut her finger off. So when I'm saying I cut my hands pretty bad, it's nowhere near that. I got deep gashes that I had to go get stitched up, but I never cut a finger off. Literally watched my mom cut an index finger off, and I watched her cut her thumb off before. How much would you charge for a complete paperback set of the Scott Pilgrim graphic novels with slight cosmetic damage? Complete set with slight damage has got to be worth, if I had to estimate off the top of my head, $60 to $80. But this one I can easily check for you right now. Scott Pilgrim graphic novel set 1 to 6. Yeah, slight cosmetic. So I was close. I was close. Here, so this one I would say so $68. Let's see completed listings. Yeah, pre-owned. Someone took a deal at $68. So you can make about 70. The hardcovers, Jesus, are worth a lot of money. Yeah, some guy just sold 1 to 6. These guys are looking a little rough for sure. These, if yours are better than this, let me flip you over so you can see this better too. Like these guys are a bit rough. You probably got it for $20. $20 if I had to guess. Or free. Freemium. A lot of people, stuff like that, they get 32. So yeah, you flip it, you can make double your money, I would say. As long as it's better than that, yeah. They're good to hold on to. Scott Pilgrim will always retain value too, so that should go up over time as well. This is kind of, you also reminded me, so thank you for asking. And this is what I think I want to make one of my viewer rewards. So people can cash in the points and get me to like look up stuff for them as I'm doing my streams. Yeah, complete set, first edition, 61, 61, yeah. So I'd say I was about right. There are usually a lot of Aussie sellers as well, so even if you wanted to start your own like casual eBay store, you could probably sell those books. Hell yeah. Yeah, thank you for big time thank you. Um, I'll be around for the next week or two, finishing up some streams, and then I'm going to Alberta to visit my grandmother. My grandmother lives in the middle of the country of Canada, like in the Texas of Canada. It's in the desert actually, so it would be a good change of settings, and you get to experience a little bit more of Bailey's life while you got in at the ground level. So that will be funny and entertaining. And then eventually, that's the next. It says it at the top, but I'm gonna make a GoFundMe for her because she's 78, runs a restaurant on her own. That's what she does for her retirement. So I'd love to upgrade her place. I don't want to steal the money from the GoFundMe, but I would love to like get her some new signs and crap like that. A6 lethal flash. Yeah, soccer shoes also. It's weird. I just learned about that market recently. Yeah. Facebook Marketplace is very I know it's replaced all the other Craigslist and everything. I know people who do what I do and just use Facebook Marketplace. I prefer eBay because it provides more flexibility for my life. As you can tell, I'm a bit of a bouncing around person, so the time messaging back and forth, is this available? Oh, can we meet up here? It ends up like really impacting my schedule, my ability to like do this type of stuff, post the content. So I prefer the eBay store because all that shit's handled for me, right? Just ship the item and it's gone. And then I can also set my eBay store to holidays. But Facebook Marketplace, very, very fitting. But yeah, imagine like the people who do it full time, that's their job. They sit there during the 9 to 5 hours of the day just answering Facebook messages about their items, and then they deliver them in the evening typically. Which is not a bad, is a profitable model. I chose this job to not have to sit there 9 to 5 fucking teetering away, so so I ran this way. I like the things that like handle all the extra details for me. So I moved to a larger scale. I do the eBay. I'm moving into auctions. The stall that I have an in-person stall downtown Toronto that I rent, but it's staffed for me. So I do pay a little bit of a premium on my rent, but I don't have to be there. They fucking do all the sales for me. That's what I was just punching these things into. I get barcodes printed out. I'm going to go to the stall later today. I get those barcodes. I slap them on the books. Fucking set it and forget it, bro. So in that way I can go visit my grandmother and it's all bingo bongo set up for me. But I ramble, friend. It's been nice meeting you. It's been very nice meeting you. I'll check to see if I have anyone to rate, but I don't think any of my friends are streaming right now. Yeah, no. I got no friends streaming right now. How fast can you talk if you're getting into auctions? Faster than it seems. I could put on that PR hat. I know how to be a chameleon, but not fast enough. The stutter comes out if I have to do auction level talking. There's a lot of digital platforms now that also handle the stuff for you. The fact that I do this and do the photography makes it a lot easier. They take a lot less of a cut because I document all the products, but then you just send them in, set it. That's also still takes a lot of background work. I got to do the labels. I got to list them. I got to take the photos, but I don't have to sit there and be like and do a same issue. I don't have to do all the emails. All the items sell. I pick a day that is pickup, and then all the buyers pick time slots to pick the shit up. Hands free. Hands free, baby. I think this one, let me check if the one I used before I do my sign off shit, because I'm, again, simulcasting on YouTube. So bear with how a little professional I gotta be at the end of the video, just so that the YouTube people watching in the fucking future. Is Max sold in Australia? Should be able to pull this one up quite easily. Is Max sold in Australia? Is Max sold in Australia? Sorry. Are you in Australia? Takes me to .com all the time. Australia? Let's see. I guess it would be .au though, wouldn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'd recommend if you're ever curious, the Max Sold is one of the websites that I use, and if you ever want to see that style of stuff in Australia and you're into like these quirky items, it's I just paused the ad for 5 minutes since I'm finishing up anyways. A really good resource for finding cool stuff, dirt cheap. Even if you have to downsize your house, I do highly recommend it, but I should get a creator code for this, you know. I'm doing a lot of advertising for them. That makes sense. Also, with your photography, I can imagine you craft the absolute worst photo composites. Yeah, professionally bad photos. Slightly. You're just being sarcastic, but I did do it last time. I purposely, like, I make sure that everything's lit up really nice. The photos are documented well, but it's not super. I make sure it's like a shitty cement background, or it just makes it feel like you wouldn't notice that I'm a super pro at it. The photos are really good, really well set up, but it doesn't feel like I hyper planned everything, just so that the more casual buyer can get in and not feel like I'm just trying to fucking chinch them for all their money. But okay, it's been really good getting to know you, A Simple Walk. Hopefully I'll see you around again. Yeah, exactly. Like the more spur of the moment looking ones. Exactly. That's the. I already went through half my life story with you in a couple different wacky ways, but yeah. So because I did the PR, and before that I was a photographer, and then now I do this hustle. So it's like, bop bop bop. I combine the skills. I understand people's perceptions on products. I'm able to like design the imagery of it, and then now I do the actual hustling. But one stop shop, bro. But big pleasure meeting you. For those watching the VODs in the future, I am on YouTube. I simulcast. The big thing that I'm thirsty for right now, I need YouTube subs. We got to drive that up so I could get that better monetized. Otherwise, I'm on Twitch on a weekly basis, a few times a week often. I do one big eBay stream. I'm actually doing a marathon this week, Wednesday. I'll be going off for about like 10, 12 hours. I want to list everything that I have before I go on vacation to see my family. So, if it's your first time here, you can follow me on TikTok, Instagram. That's it right now. Yeah, TikTok, Instagram. I do have a photo portfolio, but I don't care about that. And yeah, yeah, exactly. To get rid of this, I need to go to the sauna and get the rest of this sickness out. So I'll catch you next time. If you're on Kick, follow me on Kick. You know the deal. Here's the babbles. I don't have anyone to raid, so the stream's just gonna end. Shout out to A Simple Walk. Shout out to Afro the Ultimate African, the man's, the lurker of the hour. One of the homies, if you want a different style content, he does way more calm, laid back stuff every now and then. So follow Afro the Ultimate African. All right. Shout out. Have a good day. Bye, internets.